know someone who just has to be negative? You know, someone who is always a glass half empty kind of person. Why do some people focus on the negative thoughts more than others? Why is it sometimes easier to be negative than to be positive? And why do bad events have a greater impact and wear off more slowly than good ones? The answer may lie in our genetics. It turns out that there is a gene variation that causes people to notice negative things more quickly. People who have this gene variant are more pessimistic than others. In a study, participants were presented with positive, neutral, and negative words. Participants with the ADRA2B gene variant noticed more negative words than other participants. This gene affects a hormone in our brain called norepinephrine and plays a role in the formation of emotional memories. Researchers believe that it is also responsible for noticing negativity in real time. Of course, it's not just the genetics that will make someone focus on negative thoughts. Environmental factors also play a role, but studies suggest that having this genetic variant could play some role in predisposing people to view life in a negative way. Apart from genetics, psychologists believe that not only are we all predisposed to think negatively to some degree, we are also more inclined to engage more deeply with these emotions. We spend more of our time thinking negative thoughts because positive emotions tell us that everything is okay, so there is no need to think about them anymore. As a result, these positive moments, although precious, are also few and far between. On the other hand, negative emotions tell us that something is wrong, so we are more likely to spend more attention, time, and energy processing these feelings. As a result, negative thoughts tend to hang around longer than more positive ones. There is also an interesting theory about why negative thoughts have such a strong hold on our attention. Some researchers believe that our ability to weigh negative inputs more heavily most likely evolved from our ancestors as a survival mechanism. But how? You see, early cavemen survived because of their sharply tuned survival instincts. Our ancestors became keenly aware of negative circumstances, and this helped them survive. After all, if you're unsure about whether or not there is something dangerous in the bushes, a pessimistic view will keep you out of harm's way, while an optimistic view could make you something else's dinner. In other words, being negative can lead to specific fight or flight responses for immediate survival. Over time, the human brain got better and better at anticipating negative situations and hopefully surviving them. Now, in modern times, we don't have a regular need to run from predators. Yet what remains with us is an evolutionary imprint called the negativity bias. While this negativity bias may serve us well in survival situations, it can actually cause a lot of stress in our everyday lives. After all, no one likes being known as the buzzkill. Being consistently negative tends to hurt our social interactions. Now, just because this has to do with our genetics doesn't mean that we are doomed to negativity. To make your life a more positive one, try to extend your positive events. Be deliberate and make it a point to be more positive. For example, show gratitude when someone does something that is kind to you. Doing this causes positive events to stick in your mind, much in the way that negative events already tend to. So, the next time you're feeling especially down and negative, make it a point to look for the positivity in your life. Remember that things may not be as bad as they seem, and that you could just be experiencing your negativity bias at work.